a really good cause. I like to talk about the Heart and Stroke a lot because I think it was like 8 years ago or so that I started volunteering for them. But I'm really happy that you're here to tell us about your event with the Heart and Stroke, because fundraising through hypnotism is a pretty cool idea, isn't it?
It's a fantastic way to put on a fundraiser event to raise a lot of money. I use with all my clients what's called the 4-step fundraiser profit formula that walks our clients right through how to make money with a comedy hypnosis show.
Really? That's pretty cool. So, let's talk about the event a little bit right now, and then we'll talk more about hypnotism and your show, because like I said, I'm really excited about both. So, tell us about the Heart and Stroke event that's coming up.
Well, first of all, it's going to be Saturday, January the 24th, which is this coming Saturday. It's going to be at the Harrow Colchester Community Center, and the doors open at 6 o'clock. It is a dinner and a show, so you do get fed as well.
Nice.
So doors open at 6 o'clock, dinner served from 6:30 till 7:30, and then the hilarious antics proceed at 8 o'clock.
Okay, and what kind of show can we expect? Is this like an adult kind of show? Is it a family-friendly show? What's the deal?
Well, the first thing is, I mean, there are different hypnosis shows out there. If you go to Las Vegas, they're all the kind of everything from R-rated to XXX rated shows, but that's a Vegas thing.
Yeah.
My show, I would term it as is definitely geared towards more adults. It's adult humor,
Okay.
but it's no more racy than what you'd see on TV anyway.
Okay.
So I would term it like a PG show. The biggest thing is that no one is ever embarrassed. No one is ever picked out of a crowd to be made and forced to go into the show. It's all on a volunteer basis. And the people that come up and participate have the best experience out of the whole night. And here's why. Not only do they go into a great sense of relaxation and experience a great sense of hypnotic relaxation, but the ones that go deep enough to be actually participants of the show become the stars of the show. They're going to experience some very, very incredible experiences within their mind. And then at the end, it's hilarious. I get emails 2, 3, 4 weeks afterwards from people that are in the show and go, "Oh my God, I still feel amazing. I sleep so much better.
Really?
I'm so much more confident." And with my shows, I mean, not only is it a lot of fun, but I do leave my participants with a very positive message that also helps them, you know, within their life as well.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, like that's the one thing that I find so funny is I look at those shows and I always used to think, they're all just faking it up there. But then I actually got hypnotized myself, which we'll talk about in a bit. But have you ever come across someone? Do you ever look at them and say, "Oh, they're just playing along. They haven't actually been hypnotized"? Do you see something like that once in a while? Or?
Well, yeah, every once in a while you will get some joker that just like, you know, they want to be the star and they want to kind of make, you know, a fool out of themselves and me, right? So usually I know how to deal with those type of people, and they're quickly eliminated and sent back to their chairs. But not usually. I call for 20 to 25 volunteers in my show. Not everyone goes deep enough into the hypnotic trance state to actually be a great performer.
Okay.
That doesn't mean they weren't hypnotized. It just means they didn't go deep enough to actually experience the suggestions that I give them.
Okay.
That being said, there's some people that do go deep enough. It's funny. My very, very first show, and it was a very good friend of mine that volunteered to be in the show, and he went deeply into hypnosis. So deep, he was almost falling out of his chair. Now, I suggested, and these are some of the, you know, suggestions that people will experience. I said, okay, on the count of 3, you're going to be on the beach in Cancun, Mexico. You're going to enjoy a fabulous vacation. Your toes are in the sand. You're feeling the sun on your skin. You feel absolutely wonderful. 1, 2, 3, snap. Nothing happened.
Well, because they're on the beach, right?
Well, no, but the instructions is also, and I forgot to add this point, is that on the count of 3, you're going to kick out your legs, you're going to lean back in your lounge chair, you're going to put your suntan lotion on, you're going to just feel absolutely fantastic. Nothing happened. So I said, okay, on the count of 3, you're going to find yourself in a race car, and you're going to be racing in the Daytona 500, and you have the chance to win $1 million. 1, 2, 3, grab the steering wheel, boom. Nothing happened. So I said, okay, on the count of 3, just sit up straight, eyes open. So I went 1, 2, 3. He sat up straight, eyes open. I said, dude, I mean, you just got the chance to experience a Cancun vacation and race in the Daytona 500. Why didn't you want to do it? He goes, I just want to go back to where I was. And I said, okay, sleep. And he went right back out, almost falling out of his chair.
Really?
And because I do have some people that don't go deep enough, but I also have people that go so deep that they just want to stay there.
Okay.
Because and hypnosis actually feels absolutely tremendous.
That is so interesting because, as I said, I was hypnotized before, and I was a total non-believer up until that point. And so I even went into it thinking, like, pessimistically, like, oh, this isn't going to work, whatever. And the reason why I was hypnotized, it wasn't on stage or anything like that. It was because I had insomnia. And so a friend of mine was a hypnotist, and he's like, yeah, you know what, I'll come over and we'll help you out with that. It didn't help with the insomnia, unfortunately, but I could tell I was hypnotized because I'm sitting there and he's leading me sort of on this journey, and like I remember bits and pieces, like part of it you start out by walking through a field or something like that, and he carries you, and then he's like, okay, you go on, and then you're laying down, you can feel the grass on the back of your neck, and I'm like, whoa, I actually feel it on the back of my neck. Mm-hmm. And so I'm under, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, this isn't going to work, it's not going to work. Oh my goodness, it's working. So it's like I've got two mindsets going on, one where I was feeling everything that he said I should, and one where I'm like,
and
oh
then
my goodness,
the other side is you're actually analyzing it.
Yeah,
right?
So that was my experience. So now if I see a show like that, I'm a much bigger believer of knowing that people are actually under on stage.
Well, it's funny. I just talked to a prospect, somebody that called from a Lions Club around the Tillsonburg area, and they want to book the show. And he said, this would be a great idea for a fundraiser. And I said, well, what made you think about doing a hypnotic show fundraiser? Mm-hmm. He said, I was hypnotized in a show a long time ago, and everybody to this day still talks about how fantastic that show was, how much fun they had, how much they've never laughed more in their whole entire lives. But he said the funniest thing is that even 3, 4, 5, even to this day, people still come up to me and go, you were faking it, right? And he goes, honestly, I have no recollection. He said, all I remember was sitting in the chair, and then it felt like 5 minutes later, I woke up, and people were like applauding and standing up and clapping.
Oh,
and,
weird.
And yeah. And he says, I got a DVD, from the show, and I actually watched myself do all this like incredible stuff, and I have no recollection of any of it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's so creepy. But like good creepy.
See, this is the thing. I got into this business. I mean, I've studied hypnosis and got into hypnosis, oh my God, 20, 25 years ago.
Oh yeah?
And it's a funny little story. I don't know if we have time for it. But really the thing is that once I made the shift, I've always been a professional entertainer in the DJ business, rock and roll business, that sort of thing. And I made this shift to be a comedy hypnotist doing stage shows, and I tour all across Canada and the U.S. doing these shows, is that there's more to just the funny ha-ha. There's way more to it to get out on stage and actually demonstrate to hundreds of people in a room how powerful their subconscious mind really is.
Yeah, the impact that you can have, like you hear about people doing weight loss through hypnotism and such. And
which actually, I do as well.
Yeah, do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so how does that work?
Well,
please tell me how that works. Please.
If I had $100 for everybody that ever said that to me. First thing, like at the end of my shows, I always have audio hypnosis programs available at the end of the shows. Now, the reason why I do is that I explain to the audience is that everybody goes through the hypnosis states when they go to sleep at night. There's 4 stages of consciousness. We're in the beta stage right now. We're conscious. Yeah. When you're studying, you're concentrating on a video game, you're reading a book, you're listening to music, you enter into the alpha stage, which is a state of high concentration. That is the lighter stage of hypnosis. When you go into the theta stage, that's the deep stage of hypnosis. And then when you go into the delta stage, you're fast asleep, you're snoring, and your spouse is probably elbowing you in the ribs trying to wake you up. So if everybody goes through those states of hypnosis every single night, it makes total sense to listen to an audio hypnosis program that can reprogram your mind to think like a thin person, which is part of my GetThinIn30days.com weight loss pro system.
Oh, Okay, now we're on to something totally different, but I like the sound of this. So what's the website for that?
Well, the main site is getthininthirtydays.com. Now that first page is not, I'm rebuilding that page, so it comes with a caveat. I'm going to be doing a weight loss seminar in Windsor, and if you go to getthininthirtydays.com/weight-loss-seminar,
Okay.
you'll find the page.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
And you could also phone me and I can give you the information.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, or find you on Facebook too,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
yes.
Okay, cool. So that's something else to look forward to. I do like the idea of this. Like I said, it's become something that I'm now a believer in too. So looking forward to the fundraiser for the Heart and Stroke. Can you remind us again when and where that's going to be?
The Heart and Stroke fundraiser is going to be this coming Saturday, January the 24th at the Harrow Colchester Community Center. Once again, the doors open at 6 o'clock. Dinner served from 6:30 till 7:30. Showtime is at 8 o'clock. Tickets are only $25 in advance, $30 at the door, so there will be tickets at the door as well. And the ticket information, if you want to get advance tickets and save some money, just phone 519-564-1092.
Awesome. Jimmy G, comedy hypnotist, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me, Rebecca.
Coming up, a real-life Homer Simpson story here during Sunday Morning Live on AM 800. Good job.
Awesome. Thank you.